wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
All these 20 years, apparently.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
I wonder, like, if the dialogue really would have changed if I said he's a stranger to me.
Yes.
Or if I'm a bandit.
Born many years after I left this place. Wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
Oh, wow, okay.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Annalise. What is your name?
My name is... What? My name is... Okay.
Fine name indeed. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers Academy.
I wonder, like, you know, you form bonds, and, like, that's always a good thing, but is it ever a good thing if you piss people off, is what I'm wondering, like, you know, there's like flags, like, when you play, like, a dating sim, like, there's flags, and, like, if you gain relationship points with one person, like, you can't, like, yeah, I've never freaking, yeah. Yeah, okay, I figured as much. I never I never liked Killer Instinct as a fighting game, mostly because I don't like the combo. I don't like the combo system. I already really don't like air dash fighters because I don't like the idea of getting touched once and then you're just kind of stuck getting hit for the next 20 minutes because that's how most of these games are designed. And Killer Instinct is literally that, but with just one buttons, and you have to guess which button to hit just to break them. And I was like, yeah. Like, the auto combo shit I never liked at all. Honestly, it was like Killer Instinct for me. It was always like a poor man's Street Fighter, but with Mortal Kombat's fatalities, and that was basically it. Outside of the auto combo system. Yeah, I do remember. Well, they made it easier to break, or didn't they make it worse? No, they made it worse, from what I remember. Or did they make it better? Like if the combo was started with like the step up. So if the combo was started with light, it had to be broken with medium. If it started with medium, it had to be broken with heavy, and if it started with heavy, it had to be broken with light. And then I think it's okay. It's only two, but yeah, because I think now it's changed to punches or kicks. So if it's a punch, you have to break it with a kick, and then if it's a kick, you have to break it with a punch or something like that.
Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say.
Okay.
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Ceros, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I won't say no, but...
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Annalise would have already asked this of you.
Yeah.
I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
Okay.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Ceros.
Almost like forced.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
I must work here?
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it.
Got an Xbox for the game. I have an Xbox and I barely play the freaking thing. It's like they keep fucking up. They got a Killer Instinct exclusive to the system, but then they put it out on PC. So it's like, okay. But then again, Street Fighter V is console exclusive to PlayStation, but that's also on PC. So, but there's other games on PlayStation. That's where they fucked up. And then here comes Smash, like, yeah, this is exclusive to Nintendo and only Nintendo. No PC here. Oh, who knows? Maybe that would be something, right? Since Microsoft and Nintendo are getting all buddy buddy, and apparently and Rarewares is buddy buddy enough with Nintendo to say, "Hey, you can have Banjo back."
You heard those brats earlier talking about the
Brats.
Officers Academy, right?
They don't look like you call them brats. Like they don't look that much younger than me. Yeah, that's the thing. Like you're trying to play it online. Like online would be shite. It's the biggest reason I don't play Smash Brothers is because I can't frickin' play it online. Hey, Kara, what's going on? Just as I was about to wrap this up, I just wanted to get through the dialogue, but I'm into the story because. Well, Chaos.net goes really good. Yeah, because it wasn't on Nintendo. Not hard to do, right? Not hard to think about, right?
Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor.
Ah.
And apparently that damn Eloise went and recommended you to Lady Ray.
I didn't restart the stream. Apparently the stream quit because Comcast is Comcastic, and my OBS is set to reconnect automatically. I'm like, I've only scratched the surface. I mean, like, I've only been I've been playing it for an hour, but most of this last hour is listening to dialogue and getting into the story and trying to feel out the characters.
So, you must be the new professor.
Well, hello.
My, how stern and handsome you are.
Nice. Nintendo, not afraid of titties. Sony, unacceptable! She would come onto the screen and there would just be a divine ray of light covering up her chest as soon as she shows up. With or without MS. Okay, well, like I just said, like it's not. I don't think Killer Instinct is a bad game. It's not my cup of tea. Like kind of like just I don't think Guilty Gear is a bad game either. That's just never been my cup of tea. I love Guilty Gear's everything about Guilty Gear except the actual gameplay, and that's just a personal gripe of mine. My house started handsome.
No, I'm not the one you're looking for.
You're not the one I was talking to.
You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Ray.
Wow, okay. No titties on my Sony console!
I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Wow, okay.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence
Manuel.
and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know.
Right, Alfred.
I am Hannon, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the
Crest
Officers
Scholar.
Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
Interesting.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
Available. You're a physician? You're a songstress?
Of course. Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company. Perhaps you've heard of me? The Middlefront Opera Company is beautiful, peerless.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela.
God damn.
Now, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's three houses.
Roll credits!
I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin.
Like, I was just trying to get to, the dialogue break or something, and it's like, it's just going. It's just continuing to go. Unless it's EL, there's a log. Oh, okay. And you can play it back if you miss something.
The Officers Academy is comprised of 3...
Nice. Okay.
The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire.
It pisses me off that it's called Black Eagle and it's fucking red! You could like if you wanted something that sounded dark, you could have gone with Crimson Eagle. Right?
Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emblem.
Game audio echo. Oh. You might yeah, it might be because you're hearing it through the microphone.
The Blue Lighthouse is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Argus.
See? Blue line and the line is blue. That makes sense. It's consistent. Black Eagle, but everything is red. Well, on the emblem, it actually was black, but like your symbol, your signature color is red, so you should have just. I'm sorry, because red is normally my color. That's the other reason I chose her house is because red is basically my freaking signature color. So we got a blue line. We just need we need a white wolf and a green dragon, and then we can form a giant robot and rule Fodland or whatever the name of this continent is.
Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri.
Storm Eagle, yeah.
The next king of Argus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students
Black
of the
Hedge.
Lesser Alliance.
Excuse me. Golden Deer House. Okay.
Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
The Alliance. A lot of WWE stuff has been popping up in my YouTube recommended feed lately because I've been checking out some wrestling stuff, and I've been watching a lot of Stone Cold Steve Austin's podcast, and he's been talking Stone Cold is a surprisingly chill dude, but also when he'll shoot the shit he's a chill dude. He isn't the violent tweener that he is in wrestling like you would expect because But he's a chill dude, but he also loves to bust people's chops. It's hilarious.
To think that the next emperor, king, and sovereign duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the academy.
Where are you looking? Oh, huh. Not that I can blame you, buddy.
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Treasures.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the academy to get your bearings. When you have a moment, please stop by my research lab.
We need to bring monocles back into style. But yeah, that probably what would have happened if Google Glass had actually played out, but kind of didn't. The old man has a point.
And keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor.
Mm-mm.
It's more fun that way.
Ha!
I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids.
Odd ducks and an old man.
I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
You'll need it. Okay. Good luck.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decisions.
Okay, not Palutena.
I know worrying comes naturally to you. There is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Gerald's character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago?
Ooh, 21 years ago.
I'll remind you that Flame is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Flame.
Sadly, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual.
So much intrigue. I barely scratched the surface of this game, and there's already so much world building and lore that's happening.
We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the Church, especially if they are frequenting Derek Mock.
Yes, that matter
Mock,
is of great
go,
importance
go.
as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
Oh, it's you tilt it. That's how it works. Okay, that's a little. I don't see. What if anything that does? Hey, wait, no. Ah. Ugh, fuck books. I can already tell someone's getting mad. I can't fucking stand books. Someone book destroyer Sabishi. Right. Oh god, that's making me hungry. Somebody needs some sleep. Anime! Oh god, is she the wizard one? I chose wrong! I'm a warrior type! I am not a magic type. Ara. Alright, I see characters that I can come to like. Please don't kill me. Wait, are these just random students, or... Okay, I guess they are. Right? Oh, okay, they are from this house. Wow! Yeah, the Marvel Superheroes character. Yeah, they showed that off at E3. It's Marvel Superheroes... Yeah, it was a Ninja Turtle. Yeah, it was a Ninja Turtles cabinet too. Okay, well, exploring mastery has zoom in and zoom out. Dash. So you look to the left side of the screen. Accept the quest from Rhea. Alright. Oh, good. I have their names across. So it's going to take me a while. I'll be sure to grade everyone. The Versus series. Well, that would actually be X-Men Children of the Atom, because that's what actually started them. Especially considering Marvel Superhero. 4 of the characters from Marvel Superheroes are X-Men, and their sprites were straight up lifted from X-Men Children of the Atom. Although, Magneto and especially Juggernaut got a lot of added frames. Because, like, Juggernaut didn't even have, like, medium attacks in, Children of the Atom. X-Men did technically have air combos. You had to do it manually, though. Because in Marvel, from Marvel Superheroes onward, if you did a launcher, you hit up and you automatically pursue. In X-Men Children of the Atom, if you hit somebody with a move that launched them, you had to manually super jump. Like, you probably heard of super jump. Like in Third Strike, there's super jump canceling. Chun-Li. If you do Chun-Li's close hard kick, you super jump cancel, and then you can super jump cancel that into her FA3, her Hoyoksen super, the kick super. It normally can't be canceled like say the Shotos can go crouching fierce into whatever move. Chun-Li can't normally cancel off of her standing HK. But yeah, if you do her standing HK, super jump cancel, and immediately do Hoyoksen, it will work. I think Dante in like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 has some move because he has like Brave Cancel. I think he has some stuff that works like that as well. But yeah, it was Marvel Superheroes and like 2 other games. I was trying to remember what the other 2 were. Oh, wait, that's zoom in, zoom out. Okay. Menu. Alright. Roster. Goals. Okay. God damn, that was a while. Prologue, 420. Blaze it! It really did start on 420. Wow, okay. It's after the battle. I guess I'll just start here. Save here. Okay. I am super hungry. It's already almost 11. I wanted to just do an hour, but like, yeah. So I'm gonna wrap this up here. I'll probably still be playing it before I go to bed. I mean, it's gonna be an easy game to play. In fact, because that's why I have this beast. I don't know how well you all can see that, but like, it's this with a little thing there, so I can literally lay down and have that. This is basically how I played through Breath of the Wild, especially during the summer because it's so hot in here, and like especially now, I can't have the AC running while I'm playing Switch on the dock. So I'm just gonna lay in bed, put the Switch up here, hold the controller, and that's how I play this shit. It's just maximum laziness. And it was pretty nice because like with the Joy-Cons, before they started fucking drifting, like you could just lay back, like freaking you could just lay back and die for your sins. Like it's super easy to just lay back and play Breath of the Wild, just be like flick the wrist. All right, kill that. Yeah, cool. Does not work well for Splatoon though. Right, yeah. Like I said, I'll probably start playing Mario. I'll probably do some more Mario Maker tomorrow because like I really only wanted to just get the first hour of this game because I've never played Fire Emblem before. But I spent most of this hour listening to dialogue. It's a very story heavy game, and I'm not opposed to that. But I was also practicing Street Fighter V earlier with Abigail because some of the mods stopped working. But yeah. All right, so I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna go get something to eat. All right, I gotta finish up my laundry, get ready for bed because I still have to work tomorrow, and that's starting to become a nightmare. You ever have one of those supervisors that tells you like gives you a task, before you can even start doing it, you're told to do something else, and when you finally finish that thing, you go back to the first thing, and they ask you why didn't you do the first thing? You literally told me to do something else. Why did it take you that long? Because I literally have everything between me and what I have to do. It's like, what? And they don't schedule me for overlap. So now when it's time for me to leave, that the next person comes in when I leave. They don't give us overlap so I can sit down with the guy or stand with the guy and just be like, okay, this is what I did. This is what needs to be done. You don't know how to do this? Let me teach you. Like, literally, it's like I have to leave. Like, you can stay and teach them. Like, that's your job. It's kind of beat. Like, I'm not a supervisor. I'm not getting paid for anything. But apparently now I'm a trainer. So I'm responsible for training the new people, but I'm not allowed to sit down with them and tell them how to do things because other tasks need to be done. Like, and we just got our store renovated. There's a lot of cleanup that needs to be done, but because the store was being shuffled around while the store we were being renovated, a lot of things didn't get done. We couldn't put stuff on the shelves because the shelves were being torn down and moved around the store. So there was a 1 month gap of things not being done. So I've been trying to catch up. And I was off, I was off 3 days for 3 days earlier this week. That's why I started getting my room cleaned up. And this was my first day back, and I'm already back to 1 week behind. So I spent like the last 3 weeks trying to get us caught up on our shelving and stocking and stuff. I finally got us caught up on the last day, like on Sunday, off Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I come back today. And I come back yesterday, and oof, I still have to come back in tomorrow, and like I'm already now. It's worse. It's like I was already 1 week behind because the stuff that was supposed to be done on Tuesday and today did not get done because it's new releases, and they already dropped next week and the next 2 weeks labels to be put up. So I went from being ahead. Yesterday I was 1 week behind. Today, 4 weeks behind. Immediately. I'm sorry. I have to head right back into that. Like you said, that's standard issue retail fail. But yeah, I'm all of a sudden I'm getting supervisor level. I'm getting supervisor responsibilities and tasks without supervisor hours or pay. It's like, oh god, I sure hope my YouTube/Twitch career takes off so I can just say fuck you all. I'm out of here. I actually did just hit 180 subscribers on YouTube. I don't remember. I'll have to double check. I don't remember how many I got on Twitch. I'll have to check that out. I know I got like 50 or so, relatively recently. I did just straight up hit 180 on YouTube.
Too close to the NPC.
Oh god, stop.
Instant place.
I'm still on. I think I literally tried to get on DLive yesterday, and my computer froze. Like straight up froze. Like, okay, I guess I'm not doing DLive today. It literally just said nope. Build a community 2 months ago. Okay, I have 52 followers. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna call it now. I'm just gonna get something to eat. Hopefully, hopefully I can continue to build an audience. Thank you all for joining me and being consistent viewers. Rand, can you please start watching me on Twitch so I can get a consistent maybe I should just start going on Twitch. But like in order to make affiliate, I've got everything else I need. The last thing I need to do to make affiliate is have an average of 3 viewers on my stream over the course of 30 days. So at this point, I think I was like, maybe I should just avoid YouTube. I'm getting more subscribers on YouTube, but I need more engagement on Twitch, and I'm demonetized on YouTube. I'm super demonetized. You need to get at least 1,000 followers, and like 1,000 hours of watch time or some shit over the course of 30 days. Like they made it impossible unless you're already big, unless I do something really crazy that gets me a lot of views. Like I'll have to start I'll start doing movie reviews or so. Let me just start commenting on mainstream media or some shit. Just become one of those guys that comments on stuff that everybody hates or everybody likes, and we'll see what happens. Because it's funny, because like I think one of the things that popped up in my YouTube feed recently was Angry Video Game Nerd's refusal to watch the Ghostbusters movie, and we all remember how everybody lost their shit over that, declared him a sexist, declared him a freaking bigot, and all that bullshit. And that was 2016. Here we are. We're still seeing movies and characters rebooted, but it's different now because vagina. And if you don't like this, it's because you hate the vagina. Like, no! Stop making reboots! Stop! It's... The Thor thing is really stupid for a number of reasons. One, Mighty Thor, female Thor, was never popular in the comics. The comic book sales tanked when they did that shit. Two, they've already said in Thor Ragnarok, are you Thor the God of Hammers? The hammer was never your source of power. It was just to help you focus it. So giving Natalie Portman, who shouldn't be back anyway, giving Natalie Portman the hammer isn't gonna make her Thor. Because that's not how it works. When Vision picked up the hammer in Age of Ultron, did he become Thor? No. When Captain America picked up the hammer in Endgame, did he become Thor? No. That's not how that works. And the other thing is, Mjolnir was destroyed, like, in Ragnarok. There is no Mjolnir anymore. The Mjolnir that we got was back from the past. There is no Mjolnir for someone to pass on to her. So what's the freaking point? Like, you have to do some bullshit just to make Lady Thor a thing. Like, you're going out of their way to set this thing up for failure. It's like, I've already checked out. Speaking of Comic-Con, I guess now that I'm on this tangent, uh, yeah. Speaking of Comic-Con, like, I've seen Marvel Phase 4, don't give a shit about any of it. I'm just, none of the stuff that I've seen is interesting to me. Maybe Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, only because there's potential for them to bring in the X-Men or the Fantastic Four that way. But, like, as of Spider-Man Far From Home, kind of checked out. But, like, most of the other stuff, the TV shows, WandaVision, Captain Falcon, and he's Captain Falcon. I'm calling him fucking Captain Falcon. Freaking Hawkeye, like Eternals. None of that shit is interesting to me. It's just like whatever. You've peaked. It's Dwakwi. Everyone, please press W to love Dwakwi. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Okay, whatever. Anyway, yeah. Captain Marvel 2, don't give a shit. Black Panther 2, don't really give a shit. Black Panther was a mediocre movie at best. Like, everybody's holding it up to this freaking, it's the greatest movie ever made. Like, no, it wasn't. It was a mediocre movie. It wasn't a bad movie, but it wasn't a great one either. Just because everybody has, quote-unquote, the same skin color as me, does not make it automatically good. And I'm sorry, nobody's gonna look at me and confuse me for Chadwick fucking Boseman. He does not look like me, unless, that's like the most racist thing you can fucking say. You have to have characters that look like you. I'm sorry. Just because his skin color is darker than the white man, and my skin color is darker than the white man, does not mean he looks like me. I would love to look like Chadwick Boseman. So I'm not exactly a freaking Adonis over here. But I don't need to look like a person to empathize with them, because I'm not a shitty human being. I like Thor. I'm not a fucking god. I like, Captain America. I'm not a freaking super soldier. I like Tony Stark. I'm not smart. I'm dumb. I'm dumb as shit. Alright? I like Black Widow. I do not have a vagina. Like, I don't have to be the same thing as a person to like that person. It's called good writing. When you have it, it transcends all that. If you have to rely on stupid shit like that, you're a shit writer. That's it. You're done. I'm sorry. Just one of those things that pisses me off. And unfortunately, that just seems like it's... You probably heard about it, because I've talked about it before, but like SJW Marvel, that's where... That is, like, I've been saying, like, I was afraid that's where they were going to go, and they've basically confirmed all of it. So, Black Captain America and female Thor, and they're gonna shove Captain Marvel down our throats. So, and from what I'm hearing, a lot of the Eternals characters that were white males, they're just gonna recast them as everything other than that. So, Asgardians cannot be all white, but all the Wakandans have to be all black. 'Cause equality, right? Sorry about that, but like, yeah. So just, I'm just done with Marvel, because it's like, it was a great run. Phase 1 all the way to Phase 3. It peaked at Endgame. Spider-Man Far From Home was a pretty good epilogue, but like, Sony still has control of Spider-Man. They're launching Venom. They launched Venom. They're probably gonna go for Carnage. You might even see Sony pull Spider-Man away. So that, and like, think about that. Like, Spider-Man Far From Home left on one hell of a cliffhanger, and Phase 4 has no Spider-Man on the planet. So you're gonna have to wait years before you see any kind of conclusion to that cliffhanger. And you can't have a cliffhanger like that and leave it for years. That's exactly why I fell out of fucking Steven Universe, because, like, you kept having good story beats and you have cliffhangers, and then it's like a fucking year before the next 10-minute episode shows up. Hey, I just don't give a fuck anymore. You guys suck at this. You have great characters, great writing, an absolute shit fan base, and even worse consistency for story time releases, which made the fan base even more unbearable. But like I said, Marvel had a good run. It's just one of those times where, yeah, it needs to stop now. It's been going on for 11. It went on for 11 years, 20 plus movies. You should probably just stop. But money is to be made, so that's where we're going. Like, you see it in anime. That's what happened to Dragon Ball. It's going to happen to a lot of other shows and series, movies. They're rebooting Terminator again. They're doing Batwoman. Uh, it's just they're going ridiculous. It's just going ridiculous. They're bringing back. Even though I love Star Trek and I am a Trekkie and I'm a nerd, they're so desperate to make Star Trek relevant again. They had to bring back Picard, and that's the new series. Because Star Trek Discovery was an utter failure, and the Star Trek reboot movies are done. Like they wanted to Avengerize it by getting Kirk's father and Kirk back in the same movie, and they couldn't make that happen. Star Trek 4 is dead. Like there's a complicated licensing issue here. That's the other thing that's going to make movies really clusterfucky in the next couple of years. The reason why the J.J. Abrams movies look different, they were contractually mandated to look different because the people who own the Star Trek license wanted to keep the original the OG Star Trek separate from the new movies so they can make money. And like it's like a split with Viacom, but they're actually coming back together. So that thing Star Trek Picard is one of the first series that's going to be done under this new unified canon, and it's such a clusterfuck, and that's what I'm afraid Spider-Man is going to become because once Sony Spider-Man begins to catch his own momentum on his own separate from the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they're going to pull him back because Venom actually ended up being a financially successful movie, and there's interest in Carnage, so. And like you might end up with more fracture. Like so Marvel finally gets the Fantastic Four and X-Men back, but they might lose Spider-Man again. And Spider like you've been seeing that on Twitter. Into the Spider-Verse is like the highest rated, the most critically successful Spider-Man movie. Yet it was the lowest grossing one. Just like how Batman: Mask of the Phantasm, like Siskel and Ebert like highly praised. They gave that movie 2 thumbs up. They actually initially didn't want to see that movie because it was animated, and I think Batman and Robin had left a foul taste in their mouths. Then they watched it and they were actually really impressed. So like Batman and Mask of the Phantasm, like it's just that Mask of the Phantasm had really shitty marketing, but it's animated. But as expected, when it came out that Into the Spider-Verse was like the least successful Spider-Man movie financially, it was like, oh, it's because of racism. Like Batman: Mask of the Phantasm is about a rich white dude. It's the same rich white dude as it is in all the other Batman movies, and it ended up being the least financially successful. It's because it's cartoons, and America has a freaking thing for cartoons being for kids, unfortunately. And like I just don't get it. Like they don't treat animation as a medium. Like that's why I was glad I finally got to see Castlevania. Like seeing stuff like that. Again, thanks for that, Caramel. But like Castlevania it's a great series. Like they just need to start treating animation as something viable, as an art form like it truly is, instead of just, oh well, it's animated, it must be for kids. Because working in the movie theater when South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut was in theaters, and adults, completely irresponsible adults, would take their kids in to see it because it's cartoons, it must be for kids. Yeah. We'll see what you think when they start singing Uncle Fucker. Dumbass. It's fucking rated R! Alright, I'm sorry about that, but like, yeah. Maybe that's what I need to do, is to start ranting about movies and shit, and put that on video instead of doing it on the gaming channel. Alright, I'm sorry, y'all, but thanks for joining me. Probably do some Mario Maker tomorrow. I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.